It looks like there is a pastor or a supposed ZCC pastor who has caught the flames over there. They say that man them is a dodgy man. He's a dodgy man, business type of fella. He's busy tinkering himself into things he ought not to. And so finally he got caught. Now, this story, I feel like I would like clarity, particularly from the man who's giving the explanation. And so if they do see this video, I know they say the name of their company. So do holla at this number. We want to get the fullness of the story so that we properly understand who is the man then, what was he busy with. You know, hey, too many dodgy man type of people. And so it's the next reality show with the daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, to be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I will see you over there. Now, that being said, right, as I'm stating, if anybody knows the particular gentleman that's there with him, they should tell him. We would want to know the story. We would want to get a bit of context so that we can understand. I'm going to play it for you just now on as to what was this particular pastorism. What was pastorism involved in over there? Okay, so this is the video that explains that. Play. So that's where he says the name of the company. Ngani Lwandle or something like that. I didn't hear it clearly. And so, I don't know. Y'all can clarify or they can come and clarify themselves. As I've stated, the number is over. Then, to tell us the story in its fullness so that we have the context. Ngani Lwandle, what is the name of the organ? Ngani Lwandle, Shitra. So he's been scamming people in Limpopo, and so he asks, where are we right now? So they just got there, and they, for those people that are gonna say, Ricky, just play. I'll play the video just in a second. But I would like to fill in the audience that doesn't know what's being said. Then I'll play it to its fullness. And I mostly get a lot of people that say, no, just play the audio. I know you want me to play the video so that you can copy it and go post it wherever. Wait. And then I'll play it. So they came here. There was an issue of paperwork that was not cleared, I think. And them, they were just there to check up on that, and then they got this man. And that man, the family where they went to, had a problem with him. So they say he's been scamming people with particularly saying that people have jobs, man them be promising jobs and all that kind of watches. And so Mandem has been exposed, you know, in full view. He wasn't just exposed in full view. He was exposed in HD with all his regalia there, his attire for the church. A pastor from ZCC, as you can see, is a spiritual son of the ZCC church in Boinka over. He's busy chowing people's monies. VIP protection. So that's the name of the company. Ngani Lwandle. So Ngani Lwandle VIP protection. Okay, so that's the name of the company. So Ngani Lwandle. Yes, that company, they can tell us, they can come and tell us and explain what exactly was the story. What was the scam? Full details, just so that we can get full scale of the story. Because otherwise, you know, if we don't cover these stories ourselves, they'll never get covered. And so they say pastorism over here. Now, I think I've seen another video of another person, another ZCC pastor, who was also caught in the same thing, or who is, I don't think he was caught, but he was exposed for scamming people as well. And in that particular video, we were talking particularly about them using Bungoma, because a lot of people go to ZCC with this idea or with this frame idea of they were called as a Sangoma, they're calling for a Sangoma. And then they went to this church in order for them to be free of those spirits. And so this particular situation or this story here that you are hearing about here, it's not a new topic. This idea that people scam people using certain ideas. And being it that spirituality is on the high alert right now in Africa, it doesn't shock us that people are using spirituality in order to claim to know one or two things or claim a particular position or an idea in order for them to further themselves. A lot of people have turned scammers because they see the way they can use the ignorance of people to certain things in order for them to get their way. And this is no different here. It sounds, okay? I'm just going to say it sounds, because right now, the best people that can give us the storyline of what is, because there are people in the background there agreeing with, no, that's the case. No, that's the case. And so the best people that can give us the breakdown is these individuals from this company who have caught him. They've gone there for their work so they can explain, this is our work, we were there for this. And this particular man them was caught in the scam for work and whatnot, and then break down. Maybe they have one particular case study, or if there is such a case study where someone has gone through thingy, maybe then they'll be able to give it to us, or they had one such a story. It's becoming very popular that people hold a certain position of power, whether it be politician, church person, a choir leader, whatnot, and they use these positions as a backup version in order for them to use to do whatever type of businesses. I remember one particular story like this from Botswana. I completely forgot about it, but I should have covered that story, of a particular gentleman who was accused of recruiting slave queens from Botswana, or recruiting ladies. Let me not say slave queen, but the story was that, if you can remember the story, or if you saw the story, it popped a little bit in South Africa, particularly from Botswana, girls being brought to Cape Town. There was a whole trend around that. And the guy was a church person. The guy was posing as a church person. And so this particular idea of people using positions of authority, or taking their positions of authority and then framing whatever nonsensical that they get up to, become a thing. That's why it's important we have apologetics, so that we can separate these things that people are doing and the truth that we see in the Bible. Because a lot of this has gone out now and it has become popular, it's become a thing. Now, on the previous time, we've talked about ZCC doctrine, on why, the errors in ZCC doctrine, and where the fixing starts. I think you have to scrap the whole thing, but you understand. Because you can't just have miniatures of the thing. The doctrine itself has a lot of inspection that's needed. Okay, and then again, we did speak about with the story of Kolani, that guy who goes around looking for people that sell itagamiso and all those kind of things. We did have the subject matter of discipleship, and we furthered the topic on discipleship. And we spoke about the idea and viewpoint of the bishop from the congregant perspective from that show and how it was being talked about on that show. These are all the doctrinal errors. But then now what we are dealing with here are the gimmicks that come from people inside. Last time we were speaking about people that are mixing Ubungoma and ZCC, and they are doing witchcrafty things. And we're like, how are they able to do witchcrafty things with church things? And you can see one such an example where I think I spoke about one such an example where people were using this idea of going to hidden places and what in the pretext or in the pretense of being powerful. And we spoke about that. The goal or the the viewpoint of the believer, it's Jesus. It's not me looking at you, it's me looking at Jesus. But these people take their attention because that's the goal. That's what wins them the points. That's what gets them the clients. It's becoming popular. Not every time you see someone who claims to be of church doing something and then you just take it, or no, this one's for church. No, there's a lot of people that are fraudsters. There are people who are scammers, who are out there using these things in order to push their own agenda. As I've stated, I would like to hear the full story from these guys. So if they do see it, the money land, yes, they can contact me here and we can do a live on Facebook mainly, not on YouTube. We'll do it on Facebook where the story originates. And one of you guys actually sent it to me. Thank you very much, by the way, leadership. Highly appreciated. And I would like to hear the full story. What was the scam and stuff like that? I know this scam of people being asked to give money is very popular out there. And so the question is, what was the scam that this guy, particularly him, what was he busy with? What was the man them they been pointed? And it is not him say, no. He's there. His scams are being said in front of him. He's not denying, and he's been put under handcuffs and stuff like that. I would like to hear the full story. It's Ricky, and I'll see you on a later on. And if I do get an update from the company guys or something, I'll come back here and I'll let them explain it themselves. It's Ricky. Y'all have a good one. Salute.